Is it there? Am I live? All right, I think I'm there. Anyway, hey, Saul here with Fit Body Boot Camp in Turlock and Manteca. Down here in Turlock currently. Wanted to talk today about plateaus. And the reason why is because I get a lot of people who call me on the phone who have, let's say they've started on a fitness journey themselves and they don't have a coach necessarily, but they really made some good choices. So they started to lose weight and then all of a sudden they get stuck. And there's a few reasons why, but all of them kind of have to do with a couple different things, with one thing really, and that is not having a coach. And the reason you want to have a coach is so what you sit there and try to analyze yourself for 3 weeks, a month, a good coach is going to help you sit down with you and analyze, and you're going to figure out what the answer to whatever plateau you happen to be at in about 30 seconds. And so is there value to that? And yes, there is value to that. Like, you want to waste 4 weeks of your life trying to figure something out, or do you want to waste 30 seconds of your life trying to figure that out? So from a fitness standpoint and losing weight, we run into plateaus because our body is constantly making adjustments. So that's why we have what I call refeed days, is because our body over the course of a week or so is going to slow its metabolism down and make sure that we have enough calories for the brain to survive, right? Or we're working out and we're running all the time. We're running 10 miles a week, right? And we're getting great results, and then all of a sudden we're running 10 miles a week and we're not losing any weight whatsoever. We've been eating super whole foods and all this other stuff, but still not losing weight like we wanted to. So what do you need to do to get yourself out of that plateau? Well, you need to sit down with a coach and kind of assess exactly what you were doing. That means being honest with yourself. A lot of times when I talk to people about their plateaus, what I really find out is they're doing a little bit of extra cheating, right? They're having an extra candy bar, they're having an extra soda, they aren't really running as hard as they used to, or they aren't hitting the weights at all, right? So we all have muscle, right? And we've all gotten muscle cramps. The reason we get muscle cramps is because... Are you there? Anyway, all right. So we all have muscles, and we get muscle cramps, and part of the reason we get cramps is because it's a metabolic tissue. It burns calories. But running doesn't necessarily build muscle, right? So we need to make sure that we are building muscle so our meal planning and our dieting and all those things become easier over the course of time. If you look at a guy who is huge with big, huge muscles, he burns massive amounts of calories a day, and you would love to be in that situation, right? So you could eat whatever you want. That doesn't mean you're not going to eat healthy, but you could eat tons of food and just enjoy whatever you want to eat, right? It's when we're on a quote-unquote diet that we're trying to restrict our calories or restrict our chocolate or restrict our ice cream or all those things. If you get enough muscle, you can eat those things on occasion and it has no effect on your body whatsoever because you have muscle. Now, we don't get fat cramps, right? Because fat is not a metabolic tissue, and so it just sits there. It's a storage device, and we all know what fat is, right? So, but we don't get fat cramps. So anyway, so just talking about that with our plateaus. So here are some of the things you need to talk about or assess with your coach about plateaus. You need to, and I've written some of these down here, could you refine or improve your current process? So you've been on a meal plan, you have been working out, but you're not lifting weights, or maybe you are lifting weights, but you need to do it in a different way. Those are a couple things that you can do. Make sure that you're really on your original plan and you're sticking with it, and or you need to up your game where your plan's concerned. Could routines be streamlined or made more effective? That's kind of what I was talking about. Could you take more skillfully each of the things you're trying to do? So meaning you need to really define when you're working out, really working on your form, making sure that you're not being lazy with your form, making sure that you're not being lazy in your cooking, right? You're actually measuring out all the things that you need to make sure that you're getting off of that plateau. And then can you be more consistent? So you're actually going to do your meal planning, but some days you hit it right on, some days you happen to wander through the dollar store and grab that candy. By the way, all the candy at the dollar store is $1. So you can get this big old bag of candy that's not helping you, and it's $1, right? So we need to make sure that we're not getting out of routines that are helping us out, right? And then lastly, can we recalibrate? Can we kind of take what has been working for us and really narrow that down and work a little bit harder and make sure that that is working for us a little bit better? So some of the things like that. So are we overeating on our carbs? Can we cut our carbs back maybe 20% and really get that reboost? Do we need to come in and for a week or two maybe do a double? So we come in the morning, we come in the evening to boot camp so we can really boost our metabolism up and really take advantage of that. There's some things that we can do, but you need to sit down with a coach and really assess exactly where you're at to make sure that you're getting off of that plateau as fast as possible. So anyway, I'm Saul with Fit Body Boot Camp. I own Turlock and Manteca Fit Body Boot Camps. We do 30-minute personal trainer guided workouts that are fun, high energy, and are perfect for any fitness level. We also do nutritional coaching and everything, and so make sure that you come in. If you haven't been to one of our boot camps, you need to try it out. It's not a place where you get to go around and take selfies all the time. It's a place where you got to work, and that's the best part, because when you work, you get results, and that's what we sell here. All right? So come by, try us out for 3 days for free. Just tell them that Saul sent you, and I will catch you guys later. Thanks. Bye.